Here, let me show my special black magic creation, the dark hole. I don't have to look to know what it is. Think you could defeat me by sealing the spear? Not a chance. Oi, look at this arrogant knight. Thinking you can block my magic with your bare hands? I'll shrink your spirit and mana and make them disappear forever. You're the one who's disappearing forever. Magic Spear Arts, Level 6, Unarmed. What is happening? The dark hole is reversing. I'm the one getting pulled in, not him. Annihilating Black Sphere. How vain, Barubaru. I can't believe you'd be taken down by your own skill. How unbefitting the continent's best. Now stay with your spirit sealed in there forever. How come you're using such obvious tricks? Are you trying to give me an easy victory? What is it? Why won't you show your true skills? Learned martial arts for my own satisfaction. I didn't covet the position of the emperor, or did I have any interest in forming my own forces. So I left the royal family. Then, my mother suddenly went missing under questionable circumstances, and I went to find her. So you are indeed Case Leon, the third prince. Joshua, quick. Let's get him on our side before he completely disappears. But no way. You're not saying stupid shit like, oh, but he's a prince, are you? Wake the hell up. The third prince became a death knight of his own free will. If you truly care about him, don't let him disappear like this. I can't promise that you'll get what you want. Because uncovering the truth isn't as simple as hitting someone to solve things. However, if you make a contract with me, I can guarantee one thing. I will do everything in my power to help you. Will you form a contract with me? Words have different powers depending on who says them. If it's this. If it's you, I believe even the impossible might become possible. I agree to forming a contract with you. So, please tell me your name. My name is Joshua. Joshua Sanders. In that case, let's move on to the contract right away. Joshua Sanders, huh? That's a good name. I, the third Prince Case Leon, shall serve my new master, Joshua Sanders forever. You're really annoyingly getting in our way, huh, Joshua? Great. Whether it's for better or for worse, being trapped in here. I know one thing for sure. Why the hell is the brightest star of the heavenly and demonic realm combined in a middle realm like this? With a mere weapon that has a demon sealed inside it, too. What's happening? I trapped him in the annihilating black sphere, yet he can talk. No, Joshua. The voice you're hearing isn't Barubaru's. It's the culprit who formed the contract with Zerath Dick Orvis and created Lich Barubaru. It's the 32nd among the top demons, Asmodeus. Presently, he's a mere rank 32 demon, but he was once one of the 7 demon kings with sinister powers. Asmodeus. Long ago, his evil influence. His greed didn't end there. Eventually, he sought the heavenly realm. Only to be thwarted by one of the 7 archangels, Raphael. In that battle, Raphael and Asmodeus inflicted fatal wounds on each other. Now, many years later, he has reappeared once again. Things are getting really interesting. Stop this nonsense and show yourself. That's a bit difficult for me to do right now. Well, you'll get the chance to see eventually, so don't be so impatient. Instead, I worked hard trying to obtain this body, but since today's the honorable day I get to meet you, I'll gladly give it to you as a gift. I'll look forward to our next meeting, Demon God Armament. Hey! Wait! What's happening all of a sudden? A tremendous amount of divine force is breaking the barrier of the endless hell. That force is blowing away the force that holds our bodies together. The summon is being forcibly lifted. Found you. This object is definitely effective. Duke Gestalt and Count Ari, why are you here? Where's Captain Rod and the other troops? Don't worry about them. The medics have taken them. More importantly, Count Joshua, do you recognize this? That's... As you said, the fourth Prince Caesar said to find the key that'd solve this matter in the royal archives. Who knew that the Holy Grail of the Hubbalt Empire would be hidden inside the royal archives of the Avalon Empire? From what I heard, this Holy Grail reacts to demonic energy immediately. Strange, isn't it? I mean, the ever-white Holy Grail is turning red in front of you, Count Joshua. The Holy Grail's power is indeed amazing. Even without any knowledge on how to use divine power, these two actually destroyed the Lord of Durahan's endless hell and temporarily blocked my summon. No wonder the Moon Door wants to find it as soon as possible. I don't know how you did it, but black magic and demonic energy are forbidden all over the continent. And you know what that means much better than we do. I'd love to tell you to take this aura obediently, but you... That's right. You gotta let it all out, my love. Let's have a proper date this time. Look at you, will ya? You're really trying to kill me by poking me with that thing, huh? Honestly, I like it. This is so exciting. Enough with the joke, Ari. Count Joshua, this is just putting us into more and more of a difficult spot. Since it's an imperial order, you'd be better off obediently following us. Duke Tremblin rose to the highest position of a star with his swordsmanship alone. Stars surpass superhumans. The difference between the two is that of the sky and the land. He's an even harder opponent to deal with than Barubur right now. After all, even among the other 9 stars that have been acknowledged by the continent, Tremblin is called the Sword King. That rascal Caesar. He just had to get Tremblin involved in this mess. If you think I'm going to fall into your trap, you're truly mistaken. I planned such a thrilling date for you. Where are you running off to? Come back. On the other hand, at the same time, in the magic tower. I don't feel any mana. Huff huff, the 7 magicians, the Tarpian Witsix, magician of the Tempest, Evergrant, you bastard. What did you do? In an environment like this, with no mana, a low-grade mage like you using magic would just end up poisoning yourself. That's ridiculous. Does that mean Evergrant is freely using magic even in an environment without mana like this? For something like that to be possible, though, he must reach the ultimate level of magic usage. The 8th class. Evergrant, Avalon Royal Family Chief Mage. Now, I'm going to forcibly teleport you back and blame you for everything that happened in the magic tower today. Of course, before I do that, I'll make sure to destroy your magic circle, so you can never use mana ever again. Shut it. My grandfather gave you the chance to be the magic tower master and you stabbed him in the back. Frame me all you want, but you will never escape being labeled a traitor. You can't hide your deeds today, either. Can't hide? What a joke. Don't you know what the old man that you're so loyal to did, so he could become the magic tower master? In this world, if you don't betray, you'll get betrayed. Magic Tower Master Ian Dun Perret, the first 7th class mage, head of the 7 magicians. Who do you think taught me about that world? That old man was the one who taught me that the winners are always the truthful ones, and that the losers are always the sinners. In that case, you'll be remembered as a sinner. Limiter return. Lock on. Who are you? How did you get here? Why, you're the mercenary who tried to become one of the 7 magicians, right? How are you able to use magic in this place? Get her. That mercenary mage entered this place unauthorized. We can't let this get out. For the sake of the Magic Tower, Sir Evergrant's revolution must succeed. We don't have time for this. I've arranged a way out, so follow me. Mercenary alias, Selin. Huh. I'm being teleported. Damn it. That weasel almost ruined the whole plan. Let me just get back there. I'll teach that rascal a lesson too. W8. Sir Evergrant, there's a letter for you. I'm busy right now, so I'll read it later. 4th Prince Caesar sent the letter. His Highness? You called for me? Your Highness, Prince Caesar. How is the situation at the Magic Tower right now? We will successfully capture the tower within the day. Then we can announce a new Magic Tower Master as soon as tomorrow. That's great. In that case, don't return to Avalon, and stay in the Magic Tower for the meantime. It's going to be hard to get in touch with me now. Huh? Is something wrong? The hiding place of the 3rd Prince Caesleon has been discovered, and the Holy Grail, the divine object of Hubalt, has also been found in the Imperial Archives of Avalon. Emperor Marcus must have leaked this information to the Hubalt Empire. It looks like there's going to be a full-blown civil war in Hubalt, and between the Emperor and the Pope, whoever gets the Holy Grail will possess clear-cut rights and authority. So, they won't leave any leaf unturned to possess that Holy Grail. If Emperor Marcus takes advantage of this, a war will soon break out on the continent. If a war breaks out on the continent at this time, it could last for as long as an entire decade. Also, after opening the great judgment of the Sun trial for Prince Caesleon, Emperor Marcus will be held accountable. So, I won't be able to do anything until the war ends. That's why I'm planning on leaving the Avalon Empire. That way, I can move more easily. However, how will you control Joshua if you leave Avalon? I'm not sure if Heimdall will approve either. Don't worry about that. Even without me, both the 1st and 2nd princes will be extremely wary of Joshua after his actions this time around. Eliminating an enemy as an enemy is the most ideal way to go, isn't it? So, Sir Evergrant, please continue with the plan so there are no hitches. As for Heimdall, I will ask for permission myself. My lord. Huh? Why did you come here? What happened to the knights behind? Well. The Lord's knights were overpowered, and Duke Tremblin has gone inside. I was worried something might happen to you, so I tried to follow, but the royal knights stopped me. There was nothing I could do. So you knocked them all down. Well, whatever. We don't have time for this. Let's get out of here for now. What? You mean escape? Did you just handle Duke Tremblin and Viscount Ari, who went inside moments ago? Touching nobles will only bring trouble, you know. You, who took down royal knights, are saying this. Sadly, you're wrong. I just didn't want to cooperate, so I escaped. Are you saying this was all a setup by someone? Yes, that damned guy used the Emperor to move Duke Tremblin and Viscount Ari. Thanks to him, they now have a reason to arrest me. But you can't keep running forever. That's right, and if we harm the envoys sent by the Emperor, his orders will turn us into traitors in an instant. But surrendering and explaining isn't an option. Asmodeus's words bother me. Well, we'll see each other someday, so don't rush. I'll look forward to the day we meet again, Mashinki. Mashin, the ruler of the demon realm. And Mashinki is, quite literally, the vessel of the demon lord. According to Asmodeus, it might not just be a continental taboo but a greater sin. We still don't know Lugia's true identity, so escaping now is our top priority. The guy you mentioned earlier, that damn brat, is Prince Caesar, right? Were you sworn enemies in your past life? He's really persistent in tormenting. Huh? Viscount Joshua, listen up. By Emperor Marcus's command, you cannot leave this place. Disobey, and you'll be charged with treason. My lord. Isn't this getting too serious? There seem to be at least 10,000 soldiers here, sigh. So, it comes to this, was Emperor Marcus disgusted by me uncovering the truth of the royal family? Such actions merely tarnish the dignity of your Briton family. Just give up now. Either surrender according to the Emperor's orders, or present your necks before my sword. Just your presence is enough to create this much pressure. How did you manage to break through and escape that monster? Well, I'm your lord, Joshua Sanders, aren't I? Did you choose the latter? I offer my condolences to Duke Agnes in advance. He's going to lose a son today. In the end, things are going in an undesired direction. To sit on the Emperor's throne, do I have to become a tyrant by breaking my promise with Icarus? Enough. I feel a murderous aura pressing down. How can someone emit such a murderous aura? My lord. It seems a great demon has appeared. I didn't expect you to show up like this. Even though you're him, you were worried about my lineage, huh? Duke Aidan von Agnes. I came here as ordered by the Emperor. You should have a full grasp of the situation, don't you? Or, do you intend to defy the Emperor's will? Would a father act before his son in such a matter? No. Duke Agnes. Think of your family. Isn't this a matter of personal choice? You are our idol. Please reconsider once more. Duke Agnes. Look at them, Duke Agnes. Don't think of your actions as personal matters. Please, step aside. Do I have to say it twice? Sheath your sword, Duke Tremblin. Why? Wasn't I just a mere child of a concubine, the second one to be kicked out of the family? You never sought me out even once in the previous life. Now that you see me grown up, do you feel some unjustified resentment? Bravo! Bravo! Such a lovely family reunion. Isn't that right, Duke Tremblin? Ari. Now that we've confirmed their intentions, there's no reason to hesitate, is there? Let's do our job. Eliminate the traitors. Magma's power, protect me. Lord. Are you okay? What just exploded? How did that happen? Did you think I ran away because I was scared of you, Duke? Or maybe because I'm young, you underestimated me. Before worrying about what to do with Duke Agnes, you should be worried about how to capture me first. And you, Duke Agnes. I don't want to cause any more trouble to the Agnes family. I've lived like this until now, and I plan to keep living like that. Cain. Yes, my lord. We need to get out of here quickly. Create an escape route. Yes. I will accept the mission. Didn't I tell you? If you want to escape from here, you must either surrender according to the Emperor's orders, or you must die by my sword. Choose one of the two. Please, Aiden. This should be enough. Are you resisting the Emperor's command right now? In Avalon, isn't the Emperor's command above all else? Under the law, everyone should be equal. That's why this country doesn't progress. Stop, Joshua Sanders. Move aside. TCH, the Royal Knights have gotten stronger. But I've become quite strong too. Arg. How about that? A swing of Cain's Agnes greatsword. Joshua Sanders, drop your weapon and surrender right now. Arrest the criminals. Lord, this is getting too intense, isn't it? The Royal Knights are much stronger than they were in Cromwell. We should try to break through somewhere else. There's no need to go towards the main gate. No, if we run away like this, it'll look like we're guilty of something we didn't do. Step aside for a moment. Yes. Stop. From now on, anyone who tries to block us, regardless of rank or status, will be killed. Their consciousness is fading. Is it Aurora? Such a convenient ability. Can you sing me a lullaby too? Cough. Ugh. You know well how to end this situation, right? Why are you hesitating? Are you scared that the world will call you the worst? Why didn't you cut off the head? It's not right to cut off everyone's heads. I've cleanly cut off the arm, so it will be better if you attach it quickly. Stop chasing me now. Unexpectedly kind. Fine, go. Well, there doesn't seem to be anyone to stop you anyway. Remember what I said when we met before. Inside the Imperial Palace's duty room. I apologize, First Prince Kaiser. In Avalon's land, especially here in the Imperial Palace which I protect. Such a disgraceful incident occurred and I failed to notice. I couldn't stop it. I deeply blame myself. Don't be too hard on yourself. The incident with my younger brother, Third Prince Casselian, nobody could have known about it. So please don't bear the guilt and focus on recovering quickly. Avalon needs its head of the Lord's Knights. I have something to attend to now. Don't strain yourself on my account. Please, rest. Take care, First Prince Kaiser. Your Highness. What about Joshua, what will happen to him? Joshua has been branded a traitor for defying the Emperor's decree. He's been stripped of his noble status. Now he's nothing more than a fugitive with a bounty on his head. I see. Please take good care of the head of the Lord's Knights. Isn't it interesting, Beaumont? What are you talking about? Not even 20 has stirred up the greatest knight empire of the continent, Avalon. Honestly, I couldn't believe the rumors that Joshua single-handedly defeated the mercenary king. But that guy surpassed me, withstood the assaults of Duke Tremblin and Count Ari, and brilliantly escaped through the royal gate. Joshua Sanders might be the first on the continent to achieve such fame before turning 20. This boy is certainly inspiring many. It's a great fortune for the Empire. There are so many talented young individuals. But now he's. That's why I'm taking responsibility for this situation and stepping down from my position. What? What are you saying? Why would you suddenly resign? As I said earlier, for the sake of the young talents of the Empire, it's time for an old man like me to step aside. So, the next leader should be Valmont. I wish it was you. Even if you refuse, don't blame yourself. I know better than anyone that you might not be ready yet. Breaking one's limits requires motivation. Set a goal for yourself. Isn't the position of the head of the Royal Knights worth aspiring for? I accept. I will carry all the burdens that you bore, leader. Aiden, did something unusual happen during your absence? You seem to have caused quite the mess, unlike your usual self. You've gone too far this time. Your Majesty. Too far. Do you realize how many times I've let things slide? What I've let slide is the matter of the fourth prince, Kaiser. Who stood by and watched as third Prince Casselian was turned into an undead. Duke Agnes, mind your manners in front of His Majesty. You're no different, Tremblin. After all, demons like you wouldn't care about the taboos of this continent. Using the undead to turn the Herbold Empire into a battleground. Forming a secret alliance with the Swallow Empire and subduing neighboring countries. At a time when Herbold is already torn between the Emperor's faction and the Pope's faction. And now the Holy Grail, which can fan these flames, has appeared. You must have pondered at this point, Your Majesty, whether Joshua, who has overcome Cromwell and faced the sun's judgment, would be a boon or a bane for you. You eventually decided to remove this unpredictable variable. To make this country, Avalon, shine forever in the name of Britain. No. It's for your own selfish desires. You've crossed the line. Aiden. Don't tell me you're thinking of turning on me and betraying the Empire. Threatening to destroy your family and your clan. You're not that ruthless, are you? Let's calm down. As long as my plan goes smoothly, I have no intention of harming your child. Especially since your child shines the brightest in crisis. If he achieves another feat outside of Avalon, I promise to personally call him back to Avalon. On the contrary. Have you ever considered that he might become a sword pointing at the Empire? In a forest of Avalon. You jerk. Telling me to follow you as the continent's best servant. High Elf, 5th Elrondbus, servant of Joshua Sanders. Throwing me out of the palace without even telling me where to go. Just wait and see when I meet you again. Someone save me. What's happening? Someone help. Hey. What's going on? You seem to look better, child of Elrondbus. Why? Lord Krivas. It's not the time to be wasting away leisurely, is it? Black Dragon Krivas in human form, former master of Ash. Do you know who's that human Joshua is chasing after? That. I don't really. It's the contractor of Asmodeus. Jairus Dick Orbis. The betrayer who made your elf race suffer, believing him to be a close friend. What? Jairus, a betrayer? He sacrificed not only his clan but also his life to protect our secrets. How pitiful, child of Elrondbus. Humans are inherently selfish, full of desires. The one who betrayed you and took the root of the world tree is none other than him. Now that you know the truth, stop pursuing Jairus and do what you must. Currently, the origin stone is replacing the root of the world tree, but it won't last. Where is he? Where is Jairus? He is in Aya's Grand Plain. It's a tower that humans built after stealing from us. The currents are too strong. I can't take you with me, you'll have to go on your own. We can't do that. We'll find a way back. Look over there. We must not let Sitarfian White Sox get away. It's the new Tower Master's order. Merge our circles. Suppress them in one go. Stone Rain. Avalon Empire's Floral Palace. I still can't believe it. What? Not only did the princess, who was on the brink of life and death, manage to move from her bed, and she's also regained her vision. It truly feels like a divine blessing. Indeed, it's a miracle. Princess of the Avalon Empire, Cershalin Ben Britain. If only I could remember what happened to me. You still haven't regained your memories. Yes, I still can't recall anything after the age of 10. But every time his name is mentioned in the royal family, my heart hurts. Joshua Sanders. Ellen. Yes, Your Highness. Wasn't the captain of the Royal Knights named Joshua Sanders? Don't delay the search. Avalon Empire Capital, Akkadi. There's a high possibility he's still in Akkadi. Given the nature of the situation, use a flare immediately upon spotting them and call for backup. Refrain from acting on your own. Yes. The situation seems more serious than I thought. We need to get to where the general is, quickly. It seems Emperor Marcus didn't want Britain's power to weaken. Seeing how far he has driven me out suggests it. Gaining a strong foothold in the royal court turned out to be a poison. Looks like we're in for more challenges up ahead. Have you both lost your minds? Icarus. How in the world did I become a wanted criminal after just a few days in Akkadi? Huge bounties have been placed on both the general and Sir Kane's head. And as your subordinate, we should lead him on the right path. How are we going to do that if we're like this? So, sorry. What will we do now, General? Well, first, we need to get out of Akkadi. Then, let's head to Reinhardt. I'd rather live in luxury being treated like a king than being treated like a criminal here. Any other country would be fine, but not Reinhardt. What? Why? Emperor Marcus must have considered Reinhardt in his plans. If you, the king of Reinhardt, become an enemy of Avalon, it would give the emperor a reason to invade. He'd directly march to Reinhardt. Right, she's correct. We can't bring harm to Reinhardt. Moreover, if news of this situation spreads to the people of the continent known for their magic use, the moment I enter, it would worsen Reinhardt's image on the continent. Also, the political situation is not stable. At every country's borders, especially those directly facing other countries, there's a massive accumulation of troops. It's almost as if a war is about to break out. Does this mean they are preparing for a continental war? Yes, there's a high possibility. Apart from the three empires of the three rivers, movements from two other countries are also suspicious. 2 countries. Which are they? One is the Srandiki of Duke Urabi's. Someone you're acquainted with, and the other is Terra. I suppose. Terra. The country known as the Kingdom of Magic. Why would they? While the timing might differ, does fate remain unchanged? What? Well, anyway, our destination is already decided. Let's quickly deal with what needs to be addressed first. Aeus is plain. Kane, sheath your sword. But. It's okay. He is one of my few trusted comrades, just like you. Good to see you, Kazes. Captain of the 12th Battalion of the Royal Knights. Kazes. I'm truly sorry, Captain. Units 11 and 12 both want to follow you, but we cannot leave Avalon leaving our families behind. Please forgive us. There's nothing to forgive, Kazes. I understand it all. Don't worry, stand up. Thank you, Captain. Ah. Right. I have a message for you. Someone called the Assassin King came to our unit and said, I will head to Reinhardt first and take care of what needs to be done. Looks like we've received more help. Is this letter also from the Assassin King? No, this letter was sent by Princess Serchelin. Serchelin. In these times, the princess sends a love letter to the general. Perhaps deep down, the princess also wants to leave with the general. Please, be aware of the situation. Cough. Captain. It seems we've been delayed too long. Let's depart from Avalon. Yes, let's depart immediately. Causes, even though we won't be together, I pray for the divine, radiant blessing to be upon you and all the members eternally. May the blessings be with you too, Captain. Please come back alive. The Magic Tower. I was greatly shocked. Even if it wasn't the main body, for it to impact the life vessel, the source of life. What on earth happened in a secret chamber beneath the 4th Imperial Palace? Master Berber. Contractor of Asmodeus. Lich Heinz Berber. It was unexpected. Joshua's spear. It was a demonic spear. By demonic spear, you mean the artifact of a demon? How does such a thing exist on this land? There's no need to be so surprised. It's just a shell of the demonic device. The sealed demon inside it is probably nothing significant. I'll handle this matter. More importantly, you've detected the movement of Black Dragon Krivas? Yes, I heard he's heading to this magic tower with an elf. Elf? Could it be Elrondbus? Too many unpredictable factors are emerging at a time when the completion of the army is near. This is not good. Don't worry. We have found a clue to the location of the primordial stone. Storm wind, which we've been searching for. Storm wind, you mean the tempest. Good, then without any delay, as soon as the coronation of your tower is complete, lead the undead legion and create the lichas. Yes. Understood. And there's another thing I wanted to tell you. What is it? Recently, information about Ashiru Ben Britain from Petrin has started to spread to the royal court. A storm of blood will soon blow over the Agnes Duchy and the Britain royal family. Isn't this something even Heimdall anticipated? But what I'm really curious about is when the Emperor learns that the Princess of Avalon, who was believed without a doubt to be dead, is in the Agnes Duchy, I wonder what will be the Emperor's expression. Ha! The same dream again, a recurring nightmare that never becomes familiar. What could it possibly mean? Sigh. Who could it be at this hour? Could it be Joshua? Why are you here? What brings you to me, Shiffen Knight? Direct Knight of the Agnes Ducal House, Commander Shiffen. Duchess Vanessa wishes to see you, Lady Lucia. Or should I address you by your real name, Princess Ashiru Ben Britain? The Tower. Congratulations, Evergrant, on becoming the new Tower Lord. May the light of truth shine brightly upon our new Lord. I sincerely thank everyone for welcoming me, who has carried the burden of this tower for so long. Now, let us cleanse all the stagnant water of Ian Turn Murray. Breaking free from the barren plains of the Ayaz Plateau, we will transform this entire continent into a world solely for magicians. More magnificent and splendid than the Hollow Terra. We shall proclaim the founding of a magic empire across the continent. Under the name of the new 9 stars, Evergrant Khan Ashvault. Long live Evergrant Khan Ashvault. Long live the first 8th class Grand Mage. For the hero of the tower. For Evergrant, one of the 9 stars. Now, it's time to select a lich from among those magicians to lead the undead legion. A legion of undead more formidable than any army will be formed. Tower Lord. It seems Sita and that mercenary mage have slipped through our fingers. We will take it upon ourselves to handle this. Please grant us permission. Excuse me, but what brings you to Aya's plateau? Can you present a badge proving your identity? A badge? Where did I put that thing? Moreover, if your destination is the Mage Tower, knights are not permitted entry. Please turn back. What? That's the first time I've heard of this. These are directives issued internally for the time being. We ask for your understanding. Understanding? This is abuse of power, and there's a limit to everything. Right. We're fed up with magicians' arrogance. What? Arrogance. Let's settle this. No matter your identity, you're not coming in, so turn back. The truth is, I've come in pursuit of becoming a magician. I don't believe that's the truth. How could someone with a robust physique like yours practice magic? Don't believe me? Then I'll prove it. Magma. What tremendous power. Enough. Stop. You'll set the forest on fire. Isn't Firewall a fourth-class fire elemental magic? If it was possible with just the incantation, it means you're at least a fifth circle magician, right? Don't be fooled. The mana holes used by knights go through a refinement process with the mana cultivation techniques held by each house. In that process, they can acquire unique traits. There's already a precedent, isn't there? The flame trait Knight King Urabi's. You still don't believe me, do you? Fine, I'll show you one more time with a different attribute. This is Lightning Wave. Attention, all magicians. We've located the hideout of Cedarfian White Sox. All magicians are to immediately convene at the Tower of Trials. And execute Sita and the accomplice mercenary magician aiding him. A mercenary magician. Iseline. I repeat, Sita. You said you wanted to become a magician of the tower, right? You're in luck. If you bring in those traitors you mentioned, we'll do more than just accept you into the tower, you'll receive a hefty reward. Shut it. If you don't open these gates right now, I'll break through myself. What? Out of the way. My lord. Aya's Plateau, Tower of Trials. Charge. Annihilate the traitor Sita and his accomplices. For our new empire of magic. It's a giant. Keep charging, don't stop. This is the Tower of Trials where magicians come to train. What you see are all illusions. They can't possibly harm you. They're not illusions. They're real. That bastard Sita, this Tower of Trials should be made of ancient magical circles. Did he also have the power to alter them at will? Well, no matter what, it's just a matter of time. Firewall. K. Ugh. Where is this? This is the 17th floor of the Tower of Trials. Sita. What happened? Don't you remember? We were chased all night for 4 days. We ran out of mana and had no choice but to escape to the Tower of Trials. Your eye. My eyes are fine. It's the destroyed circle that's the problem. It's slowly recovering, but I'm not sure when it will be usable again. You should focus on recovering for now. I'm not sure if the tower's magicians have cast a magic interference barrier, but teleportation and communication are blocked. So it's no different from being trapped here. Does this mean it's impossible to escape from this tower? We'll have to fight and hold on until reinforcements arrive. Don't worry, this tower isn't something you can easily climb. It's not called the Tower of Trials for nothing. It's a tower created using ancient magical formations that no longer exist, used by magicians for training. So, while the tower is activated, various trials on each floor await the visitors. And the higher you go, the stronger the monsters and traps. So, we just have to keep avoiding them, moving up one floor at a time until the tower's magicians give up. But I heard that all these trials are just illusions. Not anymore. I made them as tangible as real ones. What? You modified the ancient magical formations by yourself? Yes, I learned quite a bit since I'm the administrator here. Although, once it's activated, it goes beyond my control, which is a headache. With this, either us or them. This vibration. They seem to have followed us down here already. Are they truly one of the 7 magicians like me? They're faster than I thought. Let's start moving. Now, the only hope left is the reinforcements you mentioned. I believe they are an army capable of confronting the magic tower. It's not an army. The reinforcement is just one person. What? How can a single person possibly deal with so many magicians? If it's Joshua, it's possible. If it's Joshua, one of the very best on the continent. Is she also from the Shwa Club, a fan club for Joshua that the female magicians created? Damn! My grave is going to be here. Scree each. Krayak. Wua. It's indeed the 7 magicians. Even if the monsters are real, they can't stop them. Let's catch up with the traders this way. The day to realize the tower's dream is not far. With the 7 magicians and Lord Evergrande, they will surely establish the true magic empire. Let's go straight to the next floor. That Sita, always resorting to tricks, reaching class 7 means nothing. What's happening? It's an ambush. The follow-up forces are hit. Be careful. It's that damned knight, the Avalon Spear. Run. If it's the Knight of Avalon Spear, there should be only one. Are you two the commanders here? If you retreat now, I'll give you a chance to leave alive. Stop pursuing Sita and Iseline. Don't interfere with the tower's affairs. I'll take this opportunity for revenge for Jack. Fire cannon. What? Arg. That spear, is it an artifact embedded with magic? But I've never seen such a spell among the pyrokinetic ones. Is it an artifact from ancient times? Unleash the grand cooperative magic circle. We'll restrain that damned knight's movements. Scorpino. Let's recite our spells too. We'll send that guy flying with one strike. O dawn that brightens the morning. Moonlight that illuminates the night. The one responsible for half of that origin is the energy of the night sky's moon. For this moment, become the ruby flame that turns everything to ash. You magicians are indeed not suited for such battles. Who would be the fool to wait until a magician completes their casting? When did he? Still thinking a magician is weak in close combat. Armed with the 6th stage of spear art. Wind of the War Divine. What on earth are they doing to shake the whole tower like this? They're intent on catching up with us, it seems. I wonder if we can hold out until Joshua arrives. We can hold out. Except for me, the magicians were only interested in expanding their circles. They haven't even come close to the trial tower, so they definitely won't be able to easily conquer this tower. I see. They won't be able to easily decipher the magic of ancient people like I can. You seem to misunderstand. This tower wasn't made by humans. It was made by dragons. Dragons? And they set the rules of the tower too. The trial tower gives a special reward each time you clear a floor. We haven't received any rewards for clearing the tower so far, have we? That's because you're with me. The tower recognizes the subject. It doesn't grant rewards repetitively to a subject who has already cleared a floor. I've set the trial tower record up to the 37th floor, so there won't be any rewards for clearing any lower floors. Then, what reward is given to the one who clears the final floor? It doesn't seem like it would be a normal reward. I'm not sure either, but according to what I heard from the Tower Lord, my grandfather. At the top floor of the tower, all truth, including the secrets of the tower, are hidden. Truth? I don't believe it, but that's the legend that has been passed down. Next is the floor. The difficulty is going to spike, so brace yourself. FO. Is this some kind of hell? It's creepy. This is strange. The 30th floor I knew wasn't like this. I didn't mess with any system that could change the environment. What on earth is happening? Zeras. Is it really you doing this? Trying to annihilate our elf race? Answer me, Zeras. Even if I told you the truth, there's nothing you could do. Go back, before I end up killing you. About a century ago, humans and elves would live together. However, as time passed,